Ahot.
No, we're going down.
Ahot.
We're going down
Ah.
the column. These
Okay,
are
okay.
the feminine on the right side are the feminine forms.
Ahot. Stein.
Stein.
Correct? Stein.
Yes.
And Shete.
Nice. Shite. And actually
Shete.
in fluent rapidly spoken Hebrew, the shva is a little less pronounced. It would be shtaim and shtei. Shtaim
Stein.
and
Stein.
shtei.
Okay.
Nice. And shtei, right. Continue.
Shallow. Shallows.
Shalosh.
Shalosh with a shin. Shalosh.
Shallows.
There you go. Nice.
Arba.
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 Good.
Arba. Okay. Arba. తర్వాత Chemesh.
Nice. But careful with this patach, chataf, patach makes the sound.
Yes. Chemesh.
There you go.
Oh, yes, Kamesh.
Nice. Continue.
Shesh.
Nice. Sheish.
Shiva.
Sheva.
Shiva. Next. Shemone.
Right. Again, we glide through Shmona.
Nice.
Nice.
But you told like this method.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Nothing. Sorry.
Okay.
Next.
Yes.
Tesha.
Very nice. Tesha. And lastly,
Asher.
Careful with your vowels.
Asher.
Eser.
Yes. Asher. Yes.
There you go. Right. Nice. I'm trying to make that.
I don't have text. That's why I'm sometimes that words are little font size. That's why I'm not able to.
I'm trying to make them more visible. I don't have I'm looking for my editing tools. Here we go. Make it a nice dark.
Kesha.
Eser.
This one.
Yeah,
Ninth
Eser.
One.
So we're on.
10th one is yes, sir.
Right. Very good. Okay, so these are the feminine forms of the numbers.
Is that okay?
Yes. So the feminine forms are the nikeva, feminine forms.
All these right one.
Sorry.
All right ones are feminine.
Right. All of the right-hand side is feminine. And I will post this in the group notes, what's up group notes, class notes section, so that everybody can download this from the notes, what's up group for notes. So the left-hand side is the masculine, the zachar. Joseph, could you recite for us the zachar, the nikevot zacharot, and not the misparim zacharim?
Yes.
Thank you.
The first one, Ahot for one.
Very, very nice.
Third.
Shneim for two.
careful with this patach yud makes the I sound.
Shnayim.
Right.
Hmm. Yes.
And then we have a special exception with shnayim. Instead of saying
Shnei.
we use shnei, we don't say for two dogs. We don't say shnayim
Then,
Yes.
kalbim. We say shnei kalbim. Anyway, good. Okay. Kelev klavim, shnei klavim. Okay, number 3.
Caleb. The Caleb is a dog.
A dog, right? So two.
Okay.
So the plural of kelev is klavim.
Oh, I see. Now,
Right.
for 3, we have Shlosha.
Good.
For 4, we have Arba'a.
Very nice. Arba'ah.
For 5, we have Hamisha.
Nice.
For 6, we have Shisha.
Shisha.
Sita. For 7,
Right.
for 7, we have Shiva. Shiva.
Shiva.
For 8, we have Shmona.
Nice.
For 9, we have Tisha
Nice.
or Tisa.
Mm-hmm.
For 10, we have Asara.
Very nice. Asara. Gideon, can you note some pattern here as we convert from nikeva to zachar? We go shalosh, shlosha, arba, arba'a, chamesh, chamisha. Do we note some pattern here?
H it is
Yes.
adding for female, I think. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, I think in the feminine,
For every H
we
is adding.
always add a hey at the end.
So actually,
The
in the
A.
case of the numbers, it's exactly the opposite of what you would expect, because in many other situations in Hebrew, the ah sound at the end is a sign of the feminine. You're exactly right, but the numbers trick us, and it's exactly the opposite. In the case of the numbers, the ah at the end, the patach kamatz hey, is a sign of the masculine.
I can also observe that there is a pattern where the endings from the dad, from Shlosha, we have the AH ending. Yes.
Right. And this, in the case of numbers, this is the sign of the masculine.
Yes. The masculine for this case is becoming longer.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So let's get that into our ear a little bit, Vinitha. Let's recite from
sir.
let's recite shalosh and then shlosha.
Shlosa. Sha.
Right.
Shlosha.
Good. How about
Yes.
arba?
Arba.
Try.
Arba'a.
Nice. Well
Arba.
done. Arba'a. You had it right the first time. Arba'a.
Arba. Next, Kamash.
Careful with your
Correct.
vowel.
Pet.
Hamish.
Kamash. sorry, Kamesh and Kamesh and Kami Shah, Kamisha.
Continue.
Which one? Um, She, Shesh.
Nice. And the masculine?
Um, she, Shisha,
Well done.
Shisha.
Well done.
Hmm.
Continue.
Hmm. Sheba.
Right.
Correct. Sheba.
Yes. And the masculine?
Masculine. Shiva. Shiba.
Very nice. Shiva. Together all Shiva.
Shiba.
Shiva.
Well done.
Shiba. Hmm. Shimo. Neh. Shimo Neh.
And again, we can glide gracefully. Shmona. Shmona.
Shimona. If it
Shmona.
is three dots, Sere, we use, no?
The 3 dots is the segol. Shmona. Shmona.
Tegel.
Right.
Shimona.
Shmona.
And Shmona. Okay. Tesha.
Nice.
And Tisha.
Good. And lastly?
Shwa silent. Tishwa.
No, you had it right the first time. Tisha.
Yes, sir. Tishwa. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's take a break now. Your eye. Hold on a second, Vinitha.
Okay, sir.
The ayin is silent, and you're trying to make it into either a yud or a vav. Let's go back to the masculine form of number 9.
Okay.
Tish-a.
Tish-a.
Good. And the feminine for number 10 is eser.
Eser. Not aser. Ayin.
Right. Ayin.
Yes, sir.
Right. Good.
Eser.
And the masculine form is asara.
Sarah.
Right. And I think I spelled it wrong. Let me make sure.
Sarah.
Not Sarah. Hold on a second. Asara. You see how we use that chataf patach in there? It drives us through the word.
Little confusion between Aleph and Ain.
Right. So I don't know any hard and fast rules for when we use the aleph and when we use the ayin. It's just something that we learn, and over time we develop an instinct for when it's the aleph and when it's the ayin. There is an ancient tradition which pronounces the ayin in a somewhat different way than the aleph. The ayin would be somewhat deeper in the throat. Ayin, aleph, ayin, like that. But that tradition is largely lost. I'm told that in Jerusalem, there are residents, like families that have been in Jerusalem for generations, that still understand the difference between how to pronounce an aleph and an ayin. But for most of us, it's lost. Subi probably knows how to do it. Subi knows these secrets of pronunciation. So, but let us now take the work we've done on numbers, and let's have some fun. And Johanna and Subi, I'm going to ask you to be our leaders for the next bit, which is called "How Many Brothers And I've extended it now to include the question, how many sisters do you have? So I know this might not be what a typical family in Finland looks like, Johanna, but at one point I thought this was going to be Hebrew for East Africa. It's now Hebrew for the world, but my East African family has remained in this exercise. We're first going to learn how to ask how many brothers do you have? And Johanna, could you read that question for us in Hebrew, please?
Okay, so it is Kama, Achim, Esh, Lech, or Lich. I'm not sure which vowel
so
is
this,
the
right, and that's
last one.
That's okay, because it depends on whether we're asking Joseph or Vinitha. If we're asking Joseph, it would be
I
Lecha.
have problems to hear the sound. Could you please repeat the last one?
Let's do a sound check and see if there's any distortion coming from any
It's
place.
I think
Vinitha, could you kindly
It's
mute your
Lecha.
audio for a few moments? Could you mute your audio for a few moments? And likewise, Subi, just for the sake of making sure we get a nice clean, could Subi and Joseph, could you kindly mute and let us just have Johanna unmuted for a few minutes to make sure there's nothing interfering with Johanna's ability to hear well. Let's try again. Johanna, do you think you may be hearing things a little bit better now?
yes, now it works much better. So
Great.
it is
So,
the yeah. So I was thinking about the last word of the line, but before that one, what comes it is Kama, Achim, Esh, and the last word. I'm not sure how to which vowel is there.
right. If you're saying,
It's Lach or Lech or Lich.
right. Let's
Look.
imagine that we're asking Vinitha, then it would be Lach. It would be,
Lach.
it's always going to be the always going to be the patach under the lamed, and it would be a shva inside. It would be yesh lach. And by the way, careful with your pronunciation of the yud. Give it a proper y sound. Yesh lach.
Yes. Yes. So
Right, yeah.
Kama, Achim, Yesh, Lach.
Right. And the way we would translate it is kama, how many? Achim is the plural of ach. Ach is brother, and the plural of brother is achim. You'll see this all the time, this chirik yud mem sofit, im, is the sign of the masculine plural, okay? And if we're asking a woman, then we address, it's to you. How many brothers are there, yesh lach, to you? That would be the literal translation of the Hebrew. And the to you has to be either masculine or feminine, depending on whether you're addressing Joseph or Vinitha, for example. So we'd go Vinitha, kama achim yesh lach. How many brothers do you have? And for Joseph, it would be Joseph, kama achim yesh lecha. So what does that look like? Then it would be a shva under the lamed and a kamatz inside of the kaf sofit. Is this starting to answer your question a little bit on this last word, Johanna?
Yes, because I was a bit confused of it.
Right. there is a standard way to answer the question. As we said, yesh lecha means to you, or yesh lach, to you. How many brothers are there to you? The way we answer is yesh li. There are to me. Li means to me. So yesh li, there are to me. Ach echad, one brother. Or we could say, ein li, there are not too many, there are not to me, or there are none. Ein li achim, there are none brothers, there are no brothers. And we translate it, I have no brothers. Now, some of us have one brother, some of us have no brothers, some of us have 2, 3, 4, or more brothers. So we have to plug in the correct number. In this case, I've given us the masculine forms of the numbers because we have to match a masculine noun, achim. So if I asked Subi, kama achim yesh lecha, if Subi has 2 brothers, he would say, yesh li shnei achim. If Subi has 3 brothers, it's yesh li shlosha achim. If you have 4 brothers, Johanna, you would say yesh li arba'a achim. And fortunately, the yesh li is the same if you're a boy or a girl. So it's always yesh li, whether it's a man or a woman answering the question. So Subi, kindly would you unmute your audio and let me ask you to help us with this exercise now.
I have rain here, so I will just be following maybe.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Is the audio okay?
I mean, I hear the rain, but it's not so disturbing that you couldn't respond and then turn off the audio after you've responded. So keep it on for a moment. I'm going to ask you, Subi, in Hebrew, how many brothers do you have? And then you're going to pick an answer from the menu here. So Subi, kama achim yesh lecha?
Yes. Ashi li. Let us go down. Ashi li shine.
And finish it up with the word for brothers, achim.
Achim.
So there was one correction. The first word is yesh. It's
yes.
Yud. Yesh. Yud shin yesh.
Yesh li. Shilota ahim.
Very nice. And that third letter, what is the third letter in this word for 3?
That is the font is disturbing.
Oh, okay. It's okay. That's a shin. Shlosha achim.
Oh yes. Shilosha ahim.
Very nice. And let me hear a good growled out chet achim.
Achim.
Very nice. Okay, you can mute now. Thank you. Johanna, would you kindly ask Joseph, how many brothers do you have?
Kama achim yesh lecha.
And address Joseph so we know we're asking Joseph. Joseph, kama achim yesh lecha. That's the way we'll do it, okay? So we know who we're asking. So you would go, Joseph, kama achim yesh lecha.
Okay, Joseph. Kama achim
Yes.
yesh lecha.
יש לי 3 אחים.
Tov ma'od, Joseph. Beautifully pronounced. Joseph, kindly ask Vinitha, how many brothers do you have?
וניטה, כמה אחים יש לך?
Nice. Can you respond, Vinitha? Where is Miss Vinitha? Do we still have Vinitha? Vinitha, you're welcome to unmute your audio and try to answer our question. How many brothers do you have?
I have 3 brothers and 2
Okay.
sisters.
Okay.
Altogether 6 members.
Can you tell us how many sisters you have in Hebrew? Can you answer in Hebrew? We're just interested in brothers right now. Okay. How many kama achim yesh lecha? How many brothers do you have?
3 brothers.
You will
In
say,
Hebrew, till now I didn't learn. I'm learning still.
Okay, let me give
can
the
I
lesson.
help you?
Yeah, go ahead, Joseph. Let's
Okay.
bring Benita up to speed.
Okay.
Venita, for in Hebrew, 3 is shlosha. So you will
Shlosha.
say, yesh li shlosha achim.
Yes.
יש לי 3 אחים.
Okay, Benita, do you see my blue circle, Benita?
Yes. What's that?
Benita, do you see the blue circle, my cursor, the blue circle? Are you seeing the page, Benita? Are you seeing the page, or are you having a network?
Yes. Yes.
You see the page?
Ah. Ah.
Okay, we're having some
It's
difficulty.
3.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, let's give a few others an opportunity. Gideon, kindly, kama achim yesh lecha.
יש לי 4 אחים.
Very nice.
2, 3, 4.
Right, and Gideon, kindly ask Mwalimu, and I'll try and respond.
Okay. Rabbi, kama kama just take your
Yeah.
Rabbi, kama ahad yesh lacha.
Kama achim.
כמה אחים יש לך?
Yesh li ach echad. And take note of the ending for the word echad when we're referring to an ach, to a brother. This is the masculine form of the number 1, echad. Now we're going to transition over to sisters. The word for sister is ahot.
Ahot.
And the plural of Ahot, here's Ahot. You see that Cholam Tav is the sign of the feminine. Usually it's the sign of the feminine plural, but in the case of Ahot, this is one sister. This is the word for sister, Ahot. We have Ach and Ahot. So in order to make Ahot into a plural, sisters, we add a yud. It becomes Achayot, is for plural sisters. So the question, Johanna, that I give to you, how many sisters do you have? Kama Achayot yesh lach. So I'm asking Johanna, Kama Achayot yesh lach. And you can, do you have any sisters, Johanna?
No.
So your response would be this one here, Ainli.
Ainli Ahot.
Don't forget.
Ahayot. Ahayot.
There you go. Achayot. Very nice. Ainli achayot. Gideon, kama achayot yesh lecha.
יש לי 7 אחיות.
Wow. Wow. You have seven sisters.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to need to make a lot of money, brother.
God taken only 1 minute.
Or else, or you have to find them husbands very quickly. How old are your sisters, Gideon?
Only 2 are younger than me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I see. Very nice. Joseph, yesh kama achayot yesh lecha, Joseph.
יש לי 7 אחיות.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So both you and Gideon have seven sisters. Wow.
Yes.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. So, okay. Johanna, you want to ask me how many sisters I have? What you can.
Okay.
We'll teach you the word for teacher in Kiswahili, since everybody got mad at me in the Hebrew Learners Group for introducing Finnish and Kiswahili. Actually, it was Maya that introduced some Finnish into the Hebrew Learners Group, and everybody started freaking out. But I wanted to let my Kenyan students know that I missed them, and I wanted to give them something in Kiswahili for them to enjoy.
And then me, it's attached.
Where is that?
Means me.
It comes from Merita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, means hey. So again, this is an imperfect. So we've translated it as the present makes me lie down.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. What
I
is
was
that?
asleep.
Is that the president of
Hindu
India?
only.
Oh,
Sam
Okay.
23.
okay.
I didn't on, but in YouTube it was on. Without my
see.
consent, it is on.
It's okay. We're having a lot of fun. All is well. Johanna, the word for teacher in Kiswahili is mwalimu. You have to start with an M
Mwalimu.
and go very good, mwalimu. So you can say you can ask
Mwalimu.
mwalimu, how many sisters do you have?
May I see the question again?
Oh, okay. No problem. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Kama achayot.
Okay. Mwalimu. Kama ahayot yes lach.
Yesh lecha.
Lecha. Yeah, lach was for the female. I'm
Right.
still confused because, it doesn't follow the logic that other
Right.
languages have.
What is the meaning of lecha and lach?
So to you.
Oh yes, to you.
Right. So I'm not sure what you mean the logic of how you would ask the question in other languages, Johanna.
No, it's just the like lach and lecha, because normally the in other languages the a endings in a way are like feminine.
Feminine, right. And even in Hebrew, you will discover that many times the sound is associated with the feminine also. But there are exceptions, like the numbers are exceptions. Chamisha is actually 5 masculine. Chamesh is the feminine, chamisha is the masculine. Lach is the feminine, lecha is the masculine. So there are some exceptions. But anyway, try it once more. Mwalimu, kama.
Mwalimu, kama ahayot yes lecha.
Ainli Achayot. Ainli Achayot. Very nice work, guys. Subi, kindly unmute so we can hear the Uganda rain. Subi, kama achayot yesh lecha. Kama achayot yesh lecha. That rain, yeah.
Yes.
Yesh.
Yes, long.
Yesh li. That's a yud. Yesh li.
Yes, li. Sha. Losh. Shalosh ata.
That's a chet. Acha.
Aha. Yon. Aha yon.
And a tav at the end. Achayot.
Ahayot.
Very nice. Let's put it together once more smoothly. Yesh li.
Yes, li. Ata. Atalosh. Shalosh. Ata. Atayot.
Careful with that. Yeah. Careful.
Ahayot.
There you go. Yesh. Shalosh achayot. Tov ma'od. Tov ma'od. Talmidim. Yofi. Okay. Everybody did a beautiful job. Let us give Maya a chance to recite a few of the numbers. I'm going to go back to the numbers now. Maya, if I'm not sure if you're muted or unmuted. Let me take a look here. Maya, if you would like to unmute your audio, if you can. Maybe Johanna, if you want to invite Maya, try and unmute her audio. She can try and recite a few of the numbers.